Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting and game-changing developments in modern military technology, the U.S. Army's new super tank. This machine isn't just another upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of what a main battle tank can be. It's faster, smarter, lighter, and deadlier than anything that's ever rolled onto a battlefield. The future of ground warfare might just begin here with the arrival of this absolute monster. For decades, the M1 Abrams has been the backbone of America's armored forces. It has fought in multiple wars, from the deserts of Iraq to the hills of Afghanistan, and earned a reputation as one of the most powerful tanks ever built. But even legends have limits. The modern battlefield is changing fast, with drones, precision missiles, and electronic warfare dominating combat. The U.S. Army realized that the Abrams, no matter how well upgraded, couldn't keep up forever. That's why the Army decided to design an entirely new beast, one that combines cutting-edge technology, next-generation armor, and artificial intelligence into one unstoppable war machine. This is the AbramsX, the U.S. Army's new super tank. It's not just an evolution of the Abrams, it's a revolution. The first thing that stands out is its hybrid, electric engine. That's right, the tank of the future runs partly on electric power. This new propulsion system dramatically improves fuel efficiency, reduces heat signatures, and makes the tank significantly quieter. That means it can move stealthily across the battlefield, harder for enemies to detect, and easier for crews to maneuver. For the first time, a tank that weighs over 60 tons can sneak up on its prey. The AbramsX also features a fully digital architecture. Inside, it's less like a traditional tank and more like a high-tech command center. Multiple screens and touch interfaces replace the old mechanical controls, giving operators real-time data about the battlefield. The crew can see enemy positions, friendly forces, drone feeds, and radar data, all integrated into one display. Artificial intelligence helps the crew make faster decisions, identifies threats, and even suggests optimal routes or firing solutions. It's not just a tank, it's a smart tank. Another major advancement is in the crew setup. Traditionally, tanks need 4 soldiers to operate a commander, a gunner, a loader, and a driver. But the AbramsX has been designed for a 3-person crew, thanks to its automatic loading system. That means fewer soldiers are exposed to danger, and the tank can operate more efficiently. In some scenarios, it could even be operated remotely, turning it into an unmanned combat vehicle. This hybrid unmanned capability could redefine armored warfare entirely. Now, let's talk about firepower, because this tank doesn't just look intimidating, it delivers destruction with precision. The AbramsX is equipped with a 120 mm XM 360 cannon, capable of firing advanced programmable rounds that can adjust their explosion patterns depending on the target. Whether it's piercing enemy armor or blasting fortified positions, this weapon can handle it all. The tank's fire control system integrates laser range-finding, thermal imaging, and AI-assisted targeting, allowing the gunner to hit moving targets at extreme distances with pinpoint accuracy. It doesn't stop there. The tank also includes a remote-controlled weapon station mounted on top, which can carry heavy machine guns or even anti-drone systems. With drone warfare becoming more common, this feature is critical. The AbramsX can detect, track, and destroy incoming drones before they get close enough to pose a threat. It's a complete defense ecosystem built into one armored vehicle. Armor has always been the heart of any tank, and here the AbramsX takes another leap forward. It uses a new generation of composite and reactive armor, lighter but tougher than the traditional Chobham armor used in earlier Abrams models. This new armor system can deflect high-explosive anti-tank rounds and kinetic penetrators, while additional modular panels allow for quick replacement or upgrades. But what really sets it apart is its active protection system. The AbramsX is surrounded by sensors that detect incoming missiles or rockets. The moment it senses an attack, it launches countermeasures to intercept or deflect the projectile before it even reaches the hull. It's like giving the tank a force field, one that can actually save lives. Mobility has always been a challenge for heavy tanks, but that's another area where the AbramsX shines. Thanks to its hybrid engine and lighter design, this tank is faster and more agile than any of its predecessors. It can accelerate quickly, maneuver around tight terrain, and even cross difficult obstacles more easily. For the modern battlefield, where speed and flexibility can mean the difference between survival and destruction, that's a huge advantage. What's fascinating about the AbramsX is how it merges the physical power of a tank with the digital intelligence of modern warfare. It's designed to operate seamlessly with drones, both aerial and ground-based. The crew can deploy small drones directly from the tank to scout ahead, map enemy positions, or even designate targets. That means the AbramsX doesn't have to drive blindly into danger. It can see the battlefield in real time, plan its movements, and strike with precision before the enemy even knows it's there. The tank's AI systems also make maintenance easier. Built-in diagnostics constantly monitor every system, from the engine to the turret, and alert the crew if something's wrong. This allows for predictive maintenance, reducing breakdowns and keeping the tank in the fight longer. In the chaos of combat, that reliability can mean everything. The Army's goal with the AbramsX isn't just to build a better tank, it's to build a smarter force. Future wars won't be fought only with brute strength, but with information, connectivity, and speed. The AbramsX is designed to be a central node in the Army's networked battlefield, communicating with infantry, aircraft, artillery, and command centers in real time. It's not fighting alone, it's part of an intelligent ecosystem of war machines. Despite all this technology, the designers didn't forget about the crew's safety and comfort. The interior of the AbramsX is more spacious and ergonomic, reducing fatigue during long missions. Advanced air conditioning, blast-resistant seating, and improved visibility all contribute to a safer and more effective working environment. Every detail has been optimized for human performance under extreme stress. Another key aspect of this tank's design is sustainability. Modern military logistics are a nightmare. Fuel, spare parts, and maintenance all strain supply lines. The hybrid powertrain helps solve part of this problem by cutting fuel use dramatically. The reduced heat signature also makes it harder for infrared-guided weapons to lock on. This combination of stealth and efficiency is something completely new for a main battle tank. So what does this all mean for the future of armored warfare? It means that the days of traditional, heavy, fuel-hungry tanks might be coming to an end. The AbramsX represents a shift towards smarter, more adaptable, and more sustainable combat vehicles. It's designed to fight not only today's wars, but also the conflicts of the next 30 years. But the AbramsX isn't just about technology, it's about strategy. The U.S. Army is preparing for a new kind of war, one that involves peer-level adversaries like China and Russia. These nations have developed their own advanced tanks, such as the Russian T-14 Armata or China's Type 99A. The AbramsX ensures the United States stays one step ahead, not by building a heavier tank, but by building a smarter one. When you compare it to the T-14, for example, you see where the AbramsX truly dominates. The Russian tank might boast automation and protection, but the AbramsX brings unmatched AI integration and networked warfare capabilities. The combination of hybrid mobility, stealth operation, and real-time intelligence makes it a nightmare for any opponent. In combat, this tank will likely change the rhythm of warfare. Imagine armored units that can move silently, spot enemies using drones, coordinate airstrikes from their own systems, and then strike with pinpoint accuracy all in seconds. That's what the AbramsX promises. It's not just a tank anymore, it's a mobile, intelligent fortress. Even in terms of cost efficiency, the hybrid system could save millions in fuel over the tank's lifetime. Less fuel also means longer operational range, a crucial advantage when supply lines are stretched. The U.S. Army estimates that this efficiency could extend battlefield endurance by up to 50%, a massive leap for any armored vehicle. The integration of virtual training tools is another innovation. Crews can practice combat scenarios directly inside the tank using augmented reality, without the need for live ammunition or physical training grounds. This helps soldiers train smarter and more safely, staying ready for real missions at all times. Critics might argue that no matter how advanced a tank becomes, it's still vulnerable to drones or precision missiles. But that's exactly why the AbramsX focuses on adaptability. Its modular armor, upgradable systems, and integrated drone defense make it one of the most future-proof vehicles ever made. The Army can keep updating its software, weapons, and armor without rebuilding the entire tank, meaning it can stay relevant for decades. This new super tank represents more than just military power. It symbolizes innovation and adaptation. The U.S. Army has learned from recent conflicts that technology evolves faster than tactics. By embracing artificial intelligence, hybrid systems, and digital connectivity, they're ensuring that American armor remains unmatched in the 21st century. It's not hard to imagine the psychological impact this tank will have on the battlefield. For enemy forces, knowing that an almost silent, sensor-driven, AI-powered war machine could appear from nowhere and strike with perfect precision would be terrifying. The AbramsX isn't just a tool of destruction, it's a statement of dominance. At the same time, it shows how warfare is becoming increasingly high-tech. Every aspect, from reconnaissance to targeting to logistics, is now data-driven. Tanks like the AbramsX will not operate alone, but as part of a synchronized digital force where every element infantry, drones, artillery, and aircraft works together seamlessly. In essence, the AbramsX marks the end of the traditional tank era and the birth of a new one. It's the U.S. Army's vision of the future, a balance between power, precision, and intelligence. It's lighter but deadlier, quieter but faster, smaller but smarter. The development of the AbramsX also sends a message to America's allies and adversaries alike. To allies, it demonstrates that the U.S. is committed to maintaining technological superiority and modernizing its forces to meet any challenge. To adversaries, it serves as a warning. The next generation of warfare will not be fought on old terms. The United States is preparing for tomorrow's battlefield, and it's doing so with unmatched power. As this tank moves closer to full production and deployment, it will undoubtedly go through extensive testing. Engineers will fine-tune its systems, the Army will refine its tactics, and new versions will emerge over time. Each iteration will bring improvements, but the foundation is already revolutionary. In the years ahead, we might see entire armored brigades made up of these super tanks, supported by autonomous vehicles and drone swarms. They'll move faster, strike harder, and survive longer than any force before them. The AbramsX isn't just the future of tanks, it's the future of warfare. So as the world watches this incredible machine come to life, one thing is certain: the era of the super tank has begun. The U.S. Army has once again set the standard for military innovation, proving that even in an age of drones and cyber warfare, the tank still has a vital role, just in a smarter, more lethal form. And that's the story of the U.S. Army's new super tank, a true monster built for the future battlefield, blending power, intelligence, and innovation into one unstoppable force. If you enjoyed learning about this groundbreaking weapon and what it means for the future of military technology, make sure to stay tuned for more. The world of defense innovation is evolving faster than ever, and this is only the beginning.